Greetings, Warrior fans, to another edition of the Warrior Weekly Show. I'm Sports Information Director Mike Stetson, and this week on the show we are joined by two of the many stars on the Warrior football team, quarterback Hilton Joseph and linebacker Drew Buckholdt. Both had a big impact Saturday for the Warriors in a 59-9 win over Dakota State, making it a happy homecoming on the Waldorf campus. Both have been playing outstanding football for more than just one game, though. Joseph became the program's first NAIA All-American last season and was named the North Star Athletic Association Offensive Player of the Year. Last week, he was also the NSAA Offensive Player of the Week, as he set single-game school records by passing for 450 yards and 7 touchdowns. Those are just two of Joseph's numerous school records, as in 4 years with the Warriors, he's almost completely rewritten the record book for passing at Waldorf. As for Buckholdt, he's in his first season with the Warrior football team, but he's no stranger to the Waldorf campus or Warrior athletics. The junior, who had a 68-yard interception return for a touchdown to cap Saturday's win, came to Waldorf to play baseball and was a freshman on the 2018 Warrior baseball team. But the Elkhorn, Iowa product made the move to the gridiron this fall, where he's become a starter at linebacker. He's made 35 tackles, he has 2 quarterback sacks, and that fantastic pick 6 on Saturday. That's what we've got in store for you this week, fans. So now it's time for the Warrior Weekly Show. So we'll go through this, and then we'll do a little bit more of this, and then we'll get to it. Welcome back, fans. As we mentioned, tonight we're joined by two of the many stars from the Warrior football team, ranked number 25 in the nation, and now in hot pursuit of the NSAA crown, Hilton Joseph and Drew Buckholdt. We'll start off with Drew tonight, a junior from about 3 hours down the road in Elkhorn, who's making an impact in his first season of football after changing sports from baseball. As we mentioned, this season Drew has 35 tackles as a starting linebacker, including 2 quarterback sacks, and of course a very memorable interception as he raced 68 yards for the final touchdown in Saturday's game. Drew, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, let's start off with the easy question. How is the season going so far for you guys?
It's going good. We started off, kind of slow with those 2 non-conference games, but they were huge tests for us, and it showed that we were resilient and we're ready for the season.
Being on defense, your first year on defense, what's made the defense so good this year? Because you guys have just been phenomenal on that side of the ball.
Obviously, it starts with Coach Finley, and we lost our defensive coordinator because he retired, and we hired Coach Finley, and he's done a really good job. He's just aligned us in the correct gas, calls the right plays, and he makes it really easy for us.
You didn't have to make that adjustment from one coach to another. Have you found that other guys have had a tough time adjusting from one coach to Coach Finley's style?
No, I don't think so, because Coach Finley makes it really simple and easy to understand.
Tell us about the interception and return on Saturday. It's had to be exciting for you.
Yeah, well, I did a cover 3 drop, and I saw that Eric made a great play on the ball. Unfortunately, it bounced off of him, and then the ball was right there for me. I picked it off, and I turned around, and there was no one there, so I thought I had a chance getting 6.
Was he excited that you got the touchdown, or was he mad he didn't get the interception?
I think he was a little excited and a little disappointed.
Talk about baseball. What made you choose baseball coming out of Elkhorn and going to college?
I think it was more so of like my friends kind of influencing me because I was, kind of scared going off and being by myself. But I definitely should have gone with football right out of high school because it's my true passion and I like it.
So you were a catcher, you pitched. What all did you do on the baseball field?
I pretty much just played pitcher and catcher and played a little bit in the outfield, but not so much.
So how did you get involved in football this season after starting at Waldorf as a baseball player?
Well, I just saw where this program was going from year to year, and I just wanted to be a part of it, and I wanted to get back into football. So I just had to talk to Coach Littrell and Coach JT, tell them I was moving to football.
I'm sure they weren't too disappointed that you did it the way you're playing this year.
No, I don't think so.
Now, you played 8-man football at when you were up in Elkhorn. What's the difference between the college game and playing 8-man?
Well, at the college level, it's a lot faster, but there's not too many differences as you might think between 8-man and 11-man. But I mean, yeah, the difference has been easy.
Having watched a little bit of 8-man, it's a pretty fast game in itself because there's a lot of open field.
Oh yeah.
So I read someplace in a newspaper article, one of your dreams was to play college football. So is this a dream come true for you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've always wanted to. I've always had that dream, and I'm just glad that Coach Littrell gave me a chance to fulfill that.
Will you ever go back to baseball? Do you think about going back out and joining Joe's team anytime soon?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Not a passion for it, or just too focused on football?
Yeah, I just kind of lost my passion for it.
Okay. Looking at the way the season's going, 5-2, you guys are ranked top 25 in the nation, 3-1 in conference. Can this team win the league title? It seems like you're lined up to have a good shot at it.
I think we can if we just take it week by week. Coach Littrell always says go 1-0 every week, and I think we can do that if we just stay focused. We can't overlook any team because presentation they might be 0-7, but they've got nothing to lose.
How exciting would it be if this team can finish off, win the rest of the games, win the title, and go to the NAIA playoffs?
Oh, that'd be huge. I think people like Bo, they've been here and they wanted that for a while. So I think it'd be awesome if we could cap it off.
It's a pretty good year for you to join the team, and obviously you've had a good impact on the team.
Yeah, I mean, I just do what I can, I never try to get ahead of myself.
Well, Drew, I want to thank you for joining us. I know all the Warrior football fans out there are excited to see that you're on the field and having a great season. Now we'll be joined by quarterback Hilton Joseph for the Waldorf football team. Now fans, we're joined by Waldorf's All-American quarterback Hilton Joseph, who's in the top 10 in the nation in pass efficiency and in total offense. And he continues to rewrite the Waldorf record book with 2 single-game records at Mayville State last weekend, and who also, as many of you or some of you may not know, graduated in May with a degree in business and now is pursuing a master's at Waldorf. Bo, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
Well, we'll start off with the easy question, just like we did with Drew. How is the season going for you guys?
Well, it's going pretty well. We started off a little rusty, a little rough, and we got things rolling. Everybody working on the same page. So.
Now I know during the off season you had some attention paid to an injury. How is that healing up? Do you feel like you're 100% again?
Oh yeah, I'm back to normal, man. It's like at the beginning of the year I was still recovering. Still trying to get used to playing on it and running on it, and now I'm used to everything. So.
We'll be secretive and we won't tell anybody what the injury is. If they can figure it out, that's fine.
All right.
How fun is it the way the offense is playing now for you guys?
Oh man, we're clicking, and at the beginning of the season, we had some worries. Everybody was confused. We have new pieces, and the offensive line is a whole completely new, and new receivers, new running back. So it's like we were a bit confused at the beginning of the year, but everybody's on the same page and we're connecting. So.
I know this past weekend everybody's sitting up in the press box going, are they going to punt at all in this game? You guys just kept scoring touchdown after touchdown.
Nah, coach got mad at me for the one punt we had to do. So.
Now, I know the game over at Dickinson State, overtime game that you guys had possibly won with the 2-point conversion. How much of that game is driving the way the team's playing now?
Well, I'm glad we had a tough loss like that early in the season because it made us focus, and it helped us pick up momentum, And we're not even focusing on them anymore. We're focusing on every game 1 week at a time. So, yeah.
What's been clicking offensively the last couple of weeks for you? What is it that is really making you guys work well?
Well, it's the offensive line. It starts up front. I want to name all those guys, but there's too many of them, and they all do their job, and they're the main reason why we're rolling the way we are.
I think I would say the same thing. I talked to some of your coaches about that same thing, and they seem like they are really gelling for you guys.
Yeah, they are, man. I'm happy as a quarterback. You know, I tell them I feel like Tom Brady in the pocket, and those guys, they love that type of stuff.
So now I guess the big question, the way this team's playing, can you guys win the league title?
Well, I believe we can win as much as we want. We can go as far as we want to, but we just focus 1 week at a time. So.
Now we talked about you graduating.
Right.
Did making the NAIA playoffs ever come into your mind? Was that the reason that you came back?
It was a lot of things that came into my decision, you know, and making the playoffs was one of them. You know, I felt like my time here wasn't done. You know, I believe in leaving something better than how you found it, and I'm glad I came back.
Yeah, you lead the team to the top 25 ranking, and the way you're playing, it's been great. What are your plans when you get done with this season? Have you thought more football, or will you put that business degree to use?
Well, God willing, if I can continue to play, I'll play. But I'm going to focus on doing my master's, you know, for the most part, and whatever comes, it comes.
Now, you've been through senior day. You went through it last year. And another week or so from now, you get to go through another one. Will that be a tough day for you?
Honestly, I don't even know if I want to participate in it again. You know, it's a very emotional day. And I don't know. I haven't thought that far yet.
Will the parents and everybody come up? Or
I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've been here for 4 years now. You've had some great success on the field. And what'll be the fondest memory you take from your playing days at Waldorf?
Well, I have a lot of memories here, like you said, and the best memory I probably have is when we played against Jamestown. We played against Jamestown, and we went for 2 points on the last play of the game. I remember that game, and it was big to me because that's like the first real connection moment me and Coach had, you know, and he trusted me. He showed me that he can trust me. So
that would have been your sophomore season final game of the year.
Right.
That created a lot of excitement around here. So, Bo, I want to thank you for joining this week. And once again, I also want to thank Drew for joining us as well. That's all we've got for you tonight, fans. But I want to remind you, your Warrior football team will play at Presentation Saturday night. And then it's the big one, a potential battle for the NSAA title on November 2nd when number 13 Dickinson State visits Bullstorf Field at 1 o'clock. It'll be senior day, so we'll have a special ceremony honoring the Waldorf football seniors. But of course, the highlight of the day will be the battle on the gridiron between your 25th ranked Warriors and number 13 Dickinson State with the NSAA crown on the line. So come out and cheer on your Warriors. Of course, the rest of this week, we've got plenty of action going on campus. The Warrior men's basketball team tips off its season Thursday night, hosting Mount Marty. And then the Waldorf volleyball team hosts Valley City State and Dickinson State this weekend. Also, the soccer teams in action this week, wrapping up their home season Sunday at Bullstorf Field. Don't miss it when Presentation is in town. It will be senior day for the Warriors soccer teams. The action begins at 10 a.m. Thank you once again to our guests tonight, Warrior football players Drew Buckholdt and Hilton Joseph. And another big thank you to the Waldorf Communication Department, the staff of Wall TV, our in-studio director Anu, and our producer Bella Ruiz for all their help once again this week. Good night and go Warriors.